Hello, everyone. So today I just want to look at some commonly confused words and phrases. These are in case of, and if. Similar phrases that we'll probably look at sometime later are when, unless, otherwise. They all relate to what we could call contingencies or potential scenarios, things like that. All right. Basically, as I've been going through a lot of work with subordinating conjunctions and complex sentences that I've seen students doing, I've noticed that in case and if seem to be unclear for most students. I think that most people know in general how to use if, but maybe don't understand its limits, that it can only be used in certain situations, and that in case has even stricter limits. All right, so if we look at this explanation here, one thing we'll notice immediately about in case and if is that they are the same types of words or phrases. They are both what we would call subordinating conjunctions, meaning that they would make part of a complex sentence, all right, and they would take something that's normally complete with a subject and verb and make it incomplete, subordinate. All right, so it rains, we see a bear, we get hungry. Those are all independent clauses. They can stand as complete sentences by themselves. If we add if or in case to one of those, they become subordinate. In case it rains, we need something complete to follow. In case it rains, we'll bring an umbrella. It's a complex sentence. In case it rains, subordinate, we will bring an umbrella complete. If it rains, we will go inside. If it rains, subordinate or dependent clause, we will bring an umbrella, independent. Now we have a complex sentence. Okay, so a good way to think about the big difference between in case and if is basically that in case is about preparation, provisions, precautions, things that you want to do either way, if or if not something happens. All right, so in case it rains, we will bring an umbrella, means if it rains, if it doesn't rain, whatever, we're bringing an umbrella. All right, but we're not reacting here. We are bringing the umbrella to prepare for the possibility of rain. If, on the other hand, is a reaction. If it rains, we'll bring an umbrella, means we already know what's going to happen. It's not a really good sentence. We would just say, it might rain, so let's bring an umbrella. All right, in the example I give here with the in case the building burns down clause, we see where if versus in case can be very important. One of them makes sense and the other is bizarre, ridiculous, crazy, like an ugly baby who has lost his mind on marijuana. All right, I should probably not publish that part of the video, but you know what? I'm going to. All right, so in case the building burns down, we should purchase fire insurance. All right, that means maybe the building will burn down one day, maybe it will never happen, but we need to be prepared for that possibility. So we need to go ahead and get ourselves some fire insurance. As you may know, insurance only works as a precaution. You can't get health insurance after you already break your leg and try to use the health insurance to pay for the surgery on your leg. Insurance is basically like a form of gambling. You pay for it in case something bad happens. All right, you can't pay for it if something bad happens. If something bad happens, it's too late to buy insurance. All right, so if the building burns down, we should purchase fire insurance means we're reacting. Oh no, my building is has already burnt down. Now I'm going to buy fire insurance. Well, that fire insurance might help you in the future, but it's not going to help you with this building that burnt down this time. All right, so if the building burns down, we should purchase fire insurance. Means you're talking about doing, as we say in English, too little, too late. All right. So if we see a bear, we will buy bear spray. Well, you're already with the bear and you don't have bear spray, so you better hope that bear is not hungry or angry. In case we see a bear, we will bring bear spray, means we're going to bring bear spray. If we don't see a bear, we have bear spray. Maybe it was a little bit extra to carry, but no big deal. If we see a bear, great. We have bear spray so we can protect ourselves. Okay, one final point here is to notice the difference between in case and in case of. Don't think of in case of as the phrase in case with of added. These are different. They're grammatically different and they're significantly different in what they mean. All right. In case, as we've already said, is a subordinating conjunction. You can't say in case plus noun. In case pizza. In case pizza doesn't make sense. In case emergency. In case accident. They don't make sense. In case there is an accident. In case we want pizza. Those are fine because they have we want pizza. There is an accident. They have clauses. Groups of words with subjects and verbs. In case of acts like a preposition, a word like of, in, on, that indicates, in many cases, time, position, etc., location. All right, and those must go with nouns or gerunds. All right, so in case of emergency, in case of exposure to radiation. Exposure, noun, thing. All right. So this is probably why so many people get confused between if and in case. In case does not mean if. In fact, it's not even close to if. In case of, a totally different phrase, is pretty close to if. But it goes with a noun, and it basically means in the event of something happening. So in case of emergency, dial 911 means if there is an emergency or when there is an emergency, dial 911. In times of emergency, dial 911. All right, in case of fire means when there is a fire. All right. Okay, so in English, the difference between these expressions is very important. In case of, and if can be important enough to make the difference between life and death. All right. Even being less dramatic, we want to say that they're important enough that they can mean the difference between something illogical and something logical or reasonable. All right. Well, I hope this helps. Okay. In case it doesn't, I have posted this handout online so you can study it at your leisure.